How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this week's episode, we're going to be going over my first night out with my classmates. Hope you guys can enjoy the show. And if you like what you've seen so far, I'm uploading once a week. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay caught up. I really would appreciate it, and it would really help out the channel a lot. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get into it. The night started out with us going to this pizza restaurant that one of the classmates recommended. I forgot what the name was, but it was pretty damn good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, pineapple on pizza. Absolutely.
Let's do the sober one today. Oh, by the way, I never told you guys, I'm a lightweight. I get drunk off one beer.
Get close to it.
Yeah, you did.
Wrestle strike.
Oh, you took it. Oh, you took
So
it.
now we're headed to the main party place in Chiang Mai. It's this open club area called Zoe in yellow.
I love for that.
There it is, there it is.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, now he's
Oh,
quiet.
they're pushing that.
Let's take him to the bar.
Let's take him to the butt. Oh, dude, no, that's green slime, little sludge.
So I'm not much of a club person, but I'm gonna lower the music, so the audio, so there's no copyright strike. I've never really been much for clubs, but this area was somewhat tolerable, mostly because like my friends usually are always gonna be here, but I at least like that it was open. So if you wanted to leave, you were able to leave real quick. So we were linking up with other classmates, and we got into a drinking game where we had to burn a napkin tied to a cup. Let's see if I can just scrub to it. Okay, here we go. Who grabbed my camera? Oh, here we go. Now we're playing a drinking game where we have to make little holes on the napkin whilst trying not to drop the coin into the cup. We take a puff on the cigarette, and we just burn one hole, and everyone has to go around. After that scene, we went into a karaoke bar. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. That was such a fun night.
My crew left. There they are. Woo! Yes, thank God.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They're in there? Oh my God. I was scared for a second.
Pack the proper.
Yay, let's go into the mosh pit.
I can't play this audio for copyright reasons, but so this is the part where usually the group diverges. Hold up. So this is the part where the group is typically diverges. Usually at this point, people that have a functioning brain, they're not gonna go to the club that they go to after. So when you go out, the clubs in this area, Zoe, they close around midnight, which is pretty early for a lot of people. But typically the clubs that they go into after are the really grungy ones, and that's the next spot that the night ends up. We end up going to a place called Spicy, and I'll tell you something, man, I've never heard any good stories about Spicy. So if you're ever going out and after Zoe ends, you're done. Go home. Going to Spicy, trying to have fun, is the equivalent of trying to smoke the resin in your bowl to get a high. Like, it might do the job, but you're gonna feel dirty after that. So if my bit of advice, once you start getting into, you know, like, oh, well, I don't know, we're gonna go to this other place called Spicy or these other clubs, unless you're fucking raging and you want to go hard, you know, go ahead. But also another thing y'all gotta keep in mind when you go out there is like, hey man, the nights is rough. The streets out there are rough, and if you're drunk and you're going to these places that you don't know and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go, it's like, hey, that bad things happen to good people, bro. So just be very, very careful. But this night I followed them into the next club, and I was not too happy about that. It was more once we got there, we stood there for a bit until it was like, all right, man, have we been here long enough to justify going home? So it was that type of shit. So, you know, it's up to you, man.
We did it. We beat the nightclub. We stayed till they closed.
Now we're just trying to grab ourselves a tuk-tuk, which is usually always a pain in the ass to do because we got to get a bunch of people into these small little scooters.
Oh, you're driving?
I don't smell nothing, that's all you. No. How could it be me? Right? How could it be?
This is the place. Grungies, stinkies, and nasties. No, you don't want to be here. This is where the sin's at, man. You want to go, you want to be out of here. You want to go be with Jesus, bro. You don't want to be here with the sinners. It looks pretty in this footage, but I'm telling you, when you're there, it's you're burning fumes, man. You're at that point where you're like, I'm good. As you can see, you see how the rest of my crew is like, yeah, we're like, we're good to go. Yeah, man, and then after that, I told my buddy to my right, I was like, hey, man, neither of us are feeling this shit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go home. So, but that was my first night out in Santai, and I'm not much of a person that goes out clubbing, and I'm kind of an introvert. You know, I play MMOs, and I you know, tend to keep to my own, but it's really hard not to make friends in Santai. So you're bound to go out, you're bound to have a good time. I'm just gonna tell you, hey, when you go out there, be careful, man. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of bad shit that goes on out there. Fights break out, people get robbed, shit like that. There's a couple bars out there. One of them I know the name. I think it's called Snow White. That they're called scam bars. So you go in there and you get scammed. Basically, you get robbed just for going in there. So wherever you're going, do a quick Google to see for yourself what it's like, and just to be protected, man, because you don't want one night be the reason why you have to end your training and go back home. Well, I hope you guys were able to appreciate this week's episode. Of course, you know I got another episode coming around the corner next week, so if you like what you've seen so far, give me a like, subscribe, and I promise you I'm only going to be getting better, and next week there's going to be something else for you. So I'll see you guys around. Peace.